All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Um, all right. We live. We're live. What's up, family? What's going on? What's going on? 41 days. Day 41 of 90 days of value. What's going on, family? I'm Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson. For those of you guys who don't know, 39 years old, 10 children, haven't worked a traditional job since April of 2013. And I've spent my time, you know, the the principles that have helped me be able to work from home full time. I spend my time helping other people, you know, apply these principles and be able to make more money than they've ever made their entire life. And I've been able to literally retire people in less than 365 days over and over and over again over the years. And I decided to go live 90 days straight and give you guys this amazing value, right? Teach you the principles, the different things, the mindset shifts, the paradigm shifts that help me continue to elevate. And so today will be no different. This is day 41. I've been live 41 days straight sharing all of this valuable information. Today will be no different, right? What's the topic for today? ABC. ABC. Now this right here is an adult conversation. Okay, this is an adult conversation. What I'm about to discuss is really how you change your life. Okay, it really is. Like if you listen closely to what I'm about to say in today's video, it can change things quickly. But it takes a paradigm shift. It takes a mindset shift, right? So what does ABC means? Always be closing. Always be closing. And that sounds ingenuine, but it's not. It really isn't. You know, me and my brother, top five lifestyle Paris Simmons, right? We talk all the time. And, you know, rest in peace to our mentor, Bob Proctor, um, one of the greatest to ever do it when it comes to helping people understand how the mentality, what the thought process that needs to take place in order to elevate financially, right? And if you haven't read his book, um, um, You Were Born Rich, if you haven't read that book, I suggest you read it like today, okay? You Were Born Rich. Um, Amazing book, right? But one of the principles that me and Paris talk about that, you know, Paris was actually a part of the Proctor Gallagher Institute, right? This Bob Proctor's and Mrs. Gallagher, their coaching institute. Paris was actually a part of it, is a part of it. And the coach told Paris, he said, my life changed when I understood what Bob was trying to tell me. And what he was trying to tell me was, you have a responsibility to bring value to the marketplace. It isn't in service to you or anybody else to not take products and services that you know will help people and keep it to yourself. He said you have a responsibility to go out there and introduce people to the products and services that you believe in, because not only will it help you financially, but it's going to change their life too. You are in service to no one. Thinking small, right, and keeping valuable things to yourself. You need to always be closing. And he said, once I really understood the immense value in that message, my life changed forever. And I want you guys to understand these are people who have produced 5 figure, 6 figure, 7 figure, 8 figure per month individuals for the last 30, 40 years. Okay. Even now, the Proctor Gallagher Institute is still producing extremely successful people, Paris being one of them, right? Um, and we were having this discussion about this and how phenomenal this principle is. But if you have the wrong mentality, if you have the wrong viewpoint on what sales is and what sales is not, I've spoken ad nauseum about this, right? What sales is and what sales is not. Sales is not the activity of convincing people to purchase things against their will. That is not sales, right? And that's the idea that most people have about sales. But here's the truth. Um, you're either a producer or you are a consumer. You have to choose. If you are going to be a consumer for the rest of your life, then you have to come to terms with the fact that you most likely will work until you die. But if you want to really elevate your life, and this is the fork in the road that I came to, guys. What I'm about to say, I did not want to do. I didn't. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did not want to do this. I did not want to become a business owner. I did not want to become an investor. But when I learned that business owners and investors made the most money, I had to choose. Do I want to keep the lifestyle that I have now, struggling, right? Struggling to provide, struggling to get by, or do I want to get the end goal, elevated living? I want finances to never be an issue ever again. Guys, the path to making that a reality, you got to grow up. You have to start enterprising. You have to. There's no choice. If you want to elevate financially, you have to come onto the pathway of enterprising, finding products and services that you didn't have to create, systems that are already in existence. You take that product and service and you speak ad nauseum about that product or service. That's the path to elevated finances. And watch this, when you do it the right way, let me ask you a question. It's going to be confusing. It's going to confuse you a little bit. Let me ask you a question. If someone is introduced to a product or service that they know they need, and the only reason they didn't know is because nobody ever told them, or someone comes along and tells them about a product or service that they need, or even that they want, a highly desirable product or service, and then they realize, I really do need this product. I really do want this product. Not because they were convinced, just because they were introduced. Now they know the product or service exists. And they say, you know what? I want that product. Were they sold or were they just simply informed? See, this is why I love sales, because I recognized that true sales isn't about convincing someone against their will. True sales, when the product is good, when the product is amazing, when it's a need or a want, right? When the value far exceeds the price, all I simply have to do is inform people that it exists. And when I inform people that it exists, most times I get paid. That's it. Now, the constraint is on me. How quickly do I want to talk about it? How often am I going to talk about it? How often am I going to put my best foot forward and introduce people that this product or service exists? This product or service that I believe in first and foremost. You should not try to sell something you do not believe in. I will never align myself with a product or service I do not believe in, because my belief, right? Belief is transferable. So if I believe in it, people I talk to are going to see and hear that I believe in it. And if I believe in it, that can give them enough belief where they can believe in it. And that's when the purchase takes place. It's not me selling anybody. I don't sell a single soul. What I do is inform people about amazing products and services that they need, that they desire. They just didn't know it existed. And once I show it to them, they want it. Is that sales? Yes, that's sales. That's true sales. But I'm not selling. I'm simply informing. That is the best situation that you can find yourself in with a product or service. You believe in it, it's a need or a want or both. It's a need or a want or both. And all you got to do is introduce people to it and you'll get paid. Ladies and gentlemen, this is free enterprising. Let me ask you a question. If you do nothing different than what you're doing right now, can you hit the real desire of life and living that you really want? If you kept doing what you're doing right now, can you get it? Can you elevate? Can you get to where you truly want to be? I'm not talking about settling for the house or settling for the car, right? Not the car that you truly want, not the house that you truly want, but you're settling for what you can afford, what you believe you can afford. You're settling for the school district for your children. You're just settling. I'm talking about the life you really want. Can you get it doing what you're doing right now? And if the answer is no, that right there is enough for you to say, I need to change something. I need to do something different. And if you don't, guess what? You only have yourself to blame. But when you get into this frequency where you see it as a personal responsibility to take something of value and bring it to the marketplace unapologetically, this mindset of always be closing is of service to other people in which you benefit from the transactions that take place. It should be that way. It should always be that way. Mutually beneficial situations, right? Where the person you're talking to, they win and you win. And there's an exchange of value. You should be compensated very well for the activities that you engage in, right? And I just happen to choose the skill set of communication. I talk and make money. I love it. I love it way more than using my body to make money, using my physical body, going to a physical location, punching a clock, right? And exchanging my time, my effort, my energy for a fixed amount of money that someone else determined I was worth. And I accepted that my time is worth that much money per hour. And it's not enough. I would much rather put myself in a position where I can exponentially grow my money based on the value of the product, the compensation model, and how many people I can help. Notice I didn't say how many people I can sell, right? How many people I can go out and help with the product or service that I have attached myself to. If I'm helping people, if I'm in service to other people, and watch this, I believe the product is going to help other people. Now it's a righteous cause. I've taken the product or service and I've turned it into a righteous cause. I have a responsibility to help as many people as I can. As many people as I can. And so then it doesn't become a begrudging process of convincing people to purchase a product or service. It becomes a responsibility, a duty to go out and help as many people as I can, which benefits my finances greatly and can benefit the finances of the person I'm speaking to as well. Do you now know what it means to always be closing? Like I said at the beginning, it sounds selfish, but once you really understand what it means, once you have the right product or service, once you believe in that product and service, the vision that you laid of what you're going to do with that product or service, and then you go out and sing from the mountaintops, all over social media, all in the street, all with your family, friends, everybody, because you believe in it. It's not something that you're doing selfishly. It's a duty. It's a cause. You can go out and impact as many lives as you possibly can, and you can make great money because of it. This is why you should always be closing. This is why you should enterprise. This is why you should leverage. I love leverage. I love leverage. In fact, I love helping people leverage my skill sets and they make money. Mutually beneficial. I've spent 18 years developing these skills. You can take my 18 years of experience, leverage it, and you'll make money. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I love it. I love helping people get these mindset shifts because mindset shifts lead to clarity. And clarity, when you have clarity, you can run straight down that path as fast as you can towards elevation. Because now you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it, and you know the result from doing it. You know what you're going to get. You know it leads to financial elevation. See, I got the plan, and all I do is show people the plan, right? And people with common sense, because I only do things that make sense, people with common sense can see it and they can get excited about it. And guess what? We can partner and make great money together, right? But if you listen to my plan and it doesn't make sense for your life, it doesn't make sense. No hard feelings. I'm not in the business of convincing people to do things against their will. I'm looking for people who get excited about the pay and the product and service that I have in my hands. And then we can get excited together and go out and really change the world, really make a significant impact. And it don't have to take long. That impact can be within the next 2 3 weeks. It doesn't have to take long. All you just have to get excited, understand what you have your hands on, and go. And like I said, take on this righteous cause to help others. And as a result, you will benefit, right? Right? And that's how you will be able to elevate, right? That's how you will be able to elevate, right? And here's another thing. I see a comment, okay? The path to financial elevation is not normal. The path is not normal. The path is not common. If you think common, you'll get common results. That's what I'm saying. The biggest investment that you can make is into your mind. Here I am, someone who's made hundreds of thousands of dollars from home, taking my time for 90 days straight on day 41 right now, 41 days straight thus far, giving really the pieces of information that shifts mentalities, that can shift the way you think. And if the thinking can shift, the behavior can shift. And if the behavior shifts, the results can shift. And if the results come in, the belief increases. And if the belief increases, the thinking increases. You see the cyclical nature of what I'm talking about? I said this a few videos ago. Life is created. The life you have is created not by the things that happen to you. The life you have right now was created by how you responded to the things that happened to you. Watch this. Life doesn't stop happening when you become successful. It doesn't. But once you understand how to respond to the things that happen in life, you respond correctly, guess what? You can elevate. If you respond incorrectly, that also has a cyclical nature. If you respond incorrectly, nothing changes. In fact, things can get worse. There's no such thing as a stagnant human being. You're either elevating or you're disintegrating. You're going down. That's why some people, you can look at their life and it just seems like things just keep getting worse. That's not by accident. It's how they respond to the things that happen to them in their life. You don't want that. Life happens to everybody. Some people just handle it better. Some people have the correct mentality when things happen. And they choose not to let those things stop them from elevating. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. That's the difference between people who continue to struggle and people who finally make it out of the situation that they find themselves in. You got to become tougher, bigger, better than the circumstances you find yourself in and take responsibility for it. You know what? I'm the one who led myself here, but guess what? I can change it. I'm in control. I can do better. I can do better. That's how I was thinking when I was working 2, 3 jobs, 60, 70 hours a week, managers talking to me crazy, telling me you'll never be promoted. Not while I'm working here. You'll never be promoted. How do you deal with that? I had to go home. I had to do some soul searching. Wait a minute. Hold on. They're not going to keep talking to me crazy. I'm not a tree. I'm not stuck here. Let me go find something else. Imagine somebody, just because they're on a power trip, they make a little bit more money than you, telling you, yeah, I see how hard you're working. It don't matter. I'm gonna make sure you never get promoted. What, you gonna sit there and take it? No, life is about how you respond to things. You gotta have a doggonedness about you. You gotta have a high level of self-confidence. And if you don't have it, you better start building it. Because your voice is the voice you believe the most. Now this is turning into something else. Y'all, man, listen, I don't know who need to hear this. But this is adjacent to always be closing. Now we talking about self-worth. Self-worth. If you don't have a high self-worth about yourself, you better start developing it. It's on you. It ain't on nobody else. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. You shouldn't feel sorry for yourself. You better start telling yourself what you are. If you could say anything about yourself, why would you say anything negative? You better start saying, listen, I am the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I am capable of higher, greater things. I will elevate. I will do better. You better start whatever, write it every day, say it every day, do what you got to do. Because it takes a high level of self-confidence to raise out of the situation that you're in. I was in that situation. Guess what? I'm not a tree. I'm a move. You ain't gonna talk to me crazy and think I gotta win. I gotta get out of this situation. I gotta win. I didn't have nobody encouraging me. I had to encourage myself. You better start encouraging yourself. A challenge is just something for you to overcome. That's it. It's not meant to break you. And I hate this. God didn't send it. Can you stop saying that? Let me ask you a question. You want to serve a God that's going to send you things to trip you up and cause you to fall? That's the type of God you want to serve? I don't serve a God like that. I don't serve a God who has to punish me in order to teach me a lesson. That don't make sense. Come on, y'all. That don't make sense. And you can't listen to every. That's why some people, some preachers, you just can't listen to, because if that don't make sense. The God Almighty, the creator of all things, has to trip me up in order to teach me a lesson. Change your thinking. Sometimes the results you get is because of the stinking thinking that you got. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. The challenge is not sent to cause me to stumble. And it didn't come from the higher power. The challenge is not meant to cause you to fall. You're supposed to understand that you're greater than the challenge. I always win. I always overcome. Overcomers overcome. That's what they do. Whales swim, lions roar, overcomers overcome. Be an overcomer. Make the mountain an anthill. Change your perspective on it. Make the mountain an anthill. Become bigger than your problems, bigger than your issues. Choose to overcome it. I don't look at other people's lives and cause it to discourage me. If somebody's life seems like they got a black cloud over their life, I'm getting away from them. You might say, "Oh, Charles, you're such a bad friend." No, I got a responsibility to these babies. We grown. We grown. I will leave you behind. I'm not that type of friend. Either you're elevating with me, or guess what? We can't be friends. We could be associates, but no, my phone gonna get picked up a little bit slower. No. I got a vision. I got a place I'm trying to get. Either you coming with me or I'm leaving, but I'm not staying where I'm at. And nobody will gaslight me or make me feel bad for not staying in the same condition. Nah, we gotta go. We gotta go higher. And if we not going higher, then we ain't gonna be talking. I'm out. I'm gone. I gotta win. And I'm not slowing down for nobody. You are not in service to the people around you by staying the same. It's not noble to sit there and feel sorry for people in bad conditions. No. I'm that friend that's going to say, "All right, you can cry about it right now, but after you finish crying, we got stuff to do. Now it's time to solve the problem. We ain't going to sit here and just talk about the problem over and over and over again." I'm not that friend. Okay, now, what are we doing? What's the plan? How are you going to get out of this? What are you doing to change it? Because if we're not actively working on changing it and elevating it, what are we doing? No. You are not in service to yourself or anybody else around you by pacifying mediocrity. Are we winners or are we losers? What are we going to be? What time is it? Is it time to get sick and tired of the same condition and then go change it? Or are we going to sit here and wallow in the condition, in the circumstance? You already there. Might as well change it. I'm not that type of friend. I'm not going to feel bad for you. Because I got stuff going on too. And I'm overcoming mine. You can overcome yours. I got stuff going on too. But guess what? I don't need nobody to encourage me. I'm going to encourage myself. I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me. I'm going to go get it. That's the attitude that changes situations. So no, I'm not feeling sorry for my friends. Watch this. My friends are going to do something about it. When they find themselves in a situation, they're going to do something about it. We're not going to roll over and we're not going to fold. We are not lawn chairs. We don't fold. We do not fold. We overcome. And it's kind of interesting. When you get around overcomers, you will overcome. Isn't that interesting? If you get around people that's going to feel sorry for you, they're not in service to you. They're not helping you. Get away from people that only want to talk about problems. Get away from people who don't want to talk about solutions, don't want to talk about what we can do, how we can overcome, how we can elevate, how we can become better, become more, how we can learn more, how we can apply some new information and get some different results. Get away from people who don't think like that, because it's not helping you. It is not helping you, and it ain't going to help them. Be intentional about who you call friend. Be intentional about who you spend time with. Because if they're not speaking life, then they're speaking death. There's no in between. There's no in between. If they're not encouraging you, if they're not moving on the same path that you're on, they are a hindrance. There's no in between. And some of y'all need to sit your friends down and have this conversation. Listen, I'm going to a new level in my life, and I would love for you to come with me. But the conversations we've been having about problems, we can't continue to have these conversations. We got to do something different. We got to get a different result. We got to change our conversation. And if you can't do that, then I'm sorry. I can't continue to participate in these conversations with you. I'm going somewhere higher. I would love for you to come with me. Are we people of faith or are we people of doubt? Which one we going to be? Because a double-minded man is unstable in all their ways. Ain't that what it say? What are we going to do? Choose. Are we going to be people of doubt or are we going to be people of faith? If we're going to be people of faith, then right now, it's time to execute like we can't fail. Right now, not tomorrow, right now. Some of y'all need to have these conversations with the people you call friend. And if they're a friend, guess what? They'll resonate and they'll change. But if they push back, guess what? You got some decisions to make. You got some decisions to make. Now, either you're going to continue to entertain that conversation of doubt, or you got to be slow to pick up that phone moving forward. Because somebody's always influencing somebody else in every single relationship. And make sure your influences are elevated. Make sure your influences are trying to help you get to where they are and surpass where they are. Make sure your influences don't feel sorry for you. Bad circumstances happen to everybody. How you going to respond to it? This is a conversation about self-worth. Before you can get to ABC, before you can get to always be closing, before you can get to the place mentally where you know you can't fail, first, you got to develop some self-confidence and you got to get away from people who are stagnant in their own self-confidence. We grown. What are we ain't in preschool. This ain't a game. This is real life. Real life. We don't got time to be playing. It's time to win. So I thank you, Emily, for that comment. I don't know if it's what you needed to hear, but that's what got pulled out of me. It's time to win. It's time to win. Same time tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's titled Always Be Closing, but this thing switched up a little bit. This thing switched up a little bit. Listen, I'm looking for more people to work with, right? I'm looking for more people to win with. If you want to win, if you heard this and it resonated with you, you watching this on Facebook, write in the comment section, Charles, come on, let's have a conversation. Show me what you're doing. Show me what you're doing. And I'll show you. I won't sell you, but I will show you. And if it makes sense, we're gonna make a lot of money together, right? If you're watching this on YouTube, same thing. Go to the description box. Figure out how to get in contact with me. It's in the description box. If it makes sense, we're gonna make a lot of money together. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I'll work with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I got opportunity for everybody, right? And we can win together. We can win big together. But again, it's not my job to sell you. I'm gonna show you. And then it's your responsibility to be able to see the magnitude of the opportunity. And if you can see it, we can win together. If you can't, guess what? No sweat off my back, no sweat off yours. No commitment made for you, no commitment made for me, no harm, no foul. But who I can't help is somebody with a closed mind. Can't help you. If you won't at least take a look and make a decision for yourself, I can't help you, right? But here's what I tell people. I know if I could change your perspective, even if it's just a little bit, I can help you change your life. See you tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. Day 41 in the books. Day 42 tomorrow. It's going to be just as powerful, if not more. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.